Thanks to everybody watching. Today I want to share really quick how to determine fake science and real science. You know, how you could tell the difference. Now, I want to share a little bit of the natural science, how you could get strong bones using something called provision bark. Now, we all remember the advertisements, right? From the corporations trying to sell a product. Milk, it does the body good. Milk, good for strong bones because it got a lot of calcium, right? So we hear this a lot, and because we hear it constantly over and over, and we see people in beautiful suits and dressed as doctors, they say it and we believe it. You know, we're good people, we have good intentions, we want to believe people who seem to also have good intention for us, right? However, as we know now, we look into the facts. There's this thing called osteoporosis. Osteoporosis is weak and brittle bones, meaning that the bones are kind of hollow, basically sick bones. Now guess what? The number one cause of that kind of sickness, which is sickness of the bones, is dairy products, which is milk. Isn't that interesting, right? So why something where advertised as strong for the bones actually cause sickness to the bones? Why? Because that's one type of science that is not real science. That's the type of science, it's a corporation science. Science will make for sell one product. Now, bones no make out of just calcium. So what is it made of? Now, actually, when you look into it and you do a little bit of investigation, you find out that bones make out of 12 minerals and 64 trace minerals. That are 76 different ingredients. So what will happen if you just put one ingredient? Well, that's just not gonna work. But you see, bones always have to replace its cells. It has to replace and replenish these things right here, minerals. Where you get it from? Well, interestingly enough, you get it from right here, synovial fluid. You see this fluid right there in between the joints? Okay, that serves as like a cushion, like a protection, like a shock absorber, right? But they also serve as nutrients to feed the bone its components. Where does the body get this though, this synovial fluid? Well, interestingly enough, you get it from the blood. The blood gets super filtered. And as long as they have the trace minerals and the minerals, as long as they have the material, it gets converted into this. Now, it's not only made out of this, but this has this. So, as long as the blood is healthy and it has all the nutrients, it could create good synovial fluid. As long as synovial fluid to get created, then this is healthy. But if this is not getting created, it's not being produced, obviously we're going to experience some symptoms, and usually it is inflammation, and when they call it arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. So in order for we have strong bones, we need minerals, and provision bark excellent when it comes to blood health. And as you can see, extremely red. So this actually the second day of drying, but I had so much clients ask me, hey man, I really have a lot of joint problems. What could help me out? Well, let's look at the blood. So lastly, I want you to keep this in mind too. In order for have a healthy blood, you have to remember this. Where does the blood get all of the material? Well, it gets it from the stomach. If the stomach is not working properly, if the stomach is unhealthy, it's sick, it's being fed a lot of food that is just not to its benefit, well, the blood is not going to get the raw materials it needs for it to then disperse it throughout the body, right? So keep it in mind, right? Your food could be your medicine, but it could also be your poison. Now, provision bark, something local, something abundant. If you have it around, feel free. We used to drink this all the time in the past. You could look up in the histories, you could talk to the people who are still alive today, the walking libraries, you know, the elders. Talk to them, ask them, and you say provision bark, very well known, very much trusted when it comes to increasing the blood health. Well, I hope this has been helpful. Love and prosperity to everybody. Bye guys.